Hello, it is time for another AI air fryer adventure, and today's adventure is going to be with ingredients that should really go together. I've tried to be more accurate with my prompting. So today we're going to make some capsicum or red pepper things that are stuffed with mushrooms and eggplant. So to make sure that it's not too long and too boring, I have prepared my ingredients. But first of all, I need to introduce myself. My name is Mundy. This is my kitchen. Welcome. If you're new here, that's great. If you're returning, that's even better. I am going to just quickly tie back my hair so that, it doesn't get in the food, because who wants that? I will put on my apron as well to, not get messy. And while I'm doing that, I would like to say, please like, share, subscribe, all those sorts of things. And we'll get started in a moment. The recipe does say to preheat your air fryer for about 3 minutes. But if I do that, you won't be able to hear me talk, because as we all know, they're very noisy. So we'll just pretend, okay? I do happen to have one of these nice silicone things. I don't know what you call it. A silicone thing to go in the air fryer. And what I've got are two red peppers that I have chopped the tops off, and I have cleaned out the seeds. The first thing to do with this recipe is to put a little bit of olive oil in it and to mush it all around, and basically to oil up the capsicums. So I'll just do that and then set that aside. And in a mixing bowl with my pre-prepared, or just prepared, anyway, I have 1.5 cups of fairly finely chopped mushrooms. That's going into a bowl. I do have 1.5 cups of diced eggplant. Right. And I do need to put in a couple of tablespoons of some extra virgin olive oil, or just plain old, whatever oil you've got will probably do. I realized, and this is because I haven't actually made this recipe before, this is part of the adventure, that I had accidentally or inadvertently misread the recipe and put my breadcrumbs with my spices already. Don't do that, okay? What I've got here is some thyme and some garlic powder and some smoked paprika, and I'm just going to put that all in there and now mix it all about. And then I'm going to put it into the air fryer for about 12 minutes. According to the instructions. It might be slightly longer because, of course, I haven't preheated my air fryer. All right, so I will do that and then show you what it looks like. Back shortly. So part 1 of this adventure has happened. I've put the vegetables in the air fryer for about 15 minutes and they're looking pretty good. But I have a small dilemma. Of course, the silicone thing, whatever that is really hard and hot to lift out. So I'm going to have to spoon it out for the next part. My vegetables are now back in my bowl. And now I add the breadcrumbs. So it's about 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. And also some grated parmesan cheese. It's about 2 tablespoons. Personally, I'm quite generous with the old cheese, so we'll put that in and mix it all around. And then also, I need to put some salt and some pepper in. You probably could have seasoned your vegetables before you cook them, but I don't think really it kind of matters at this point in time. And you just mix it all. And then carefully, because of course it is hot, I need to get this into my capsicums. Oh, it's going on quite nicely. Very good, very good. Oh, perfect. Right. Now we put it back into the air fryer, and hopefully they'll stay nice and not fall over and do something silly like that. And then, according to the AI adventure, I need to put it back in the air fryer for about 15 to 18 minutes. So I'll do that now. I had a near disaster. I was distracted with something else and I came back and thought, something doesn't smell quite right. My bad. I'd actually put the timer on for a little bit more than it should have been, and it was closer to, 19 minutes rather than about 15. So I would say these are well and truly done. So bear with while I present them and put some extra oil on it and some parmesan cheese, and then I'm going to taste it. So, my lunch on a plate. Yeah, it smells nice. It does have a few, well cooked, shall we say, edges. But now for the taste test. Let me adjust camera accordingly so you can see me chop into it. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. Let me see. Actually, I really quite like that. Let me adjust the camera again. Despite the, let's should we call them extra crispy bits, it's actually really nice. I am glad I drizzled some more olive oil on it, because it could have been a little dry, and of course I've added some extra parmesan cheese on it. If you served it with a salad, it would be pretty good. So I would give this a solid, maybe 8 out of 10. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the AI air fryer adventure today. And hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye.